Hello everyone, I'm the TDS Gamer and today I'm going to introduce you to our click and interact template. You'll see that it's very useful for making games. To start off, you need an environment. That's it. Basically, I just close those so we can start from 0 to hero. We have our static area, so we need to mark it as static so we can bake on it. So you go select all your static area, whatever it is. On the top right, there's a static boolean. Just click on it and say yes, change all children. After that, I just select the ground and I go under window, AI, navigation, bake, and I bake. So that's my area where I can walk on with my player or my AI. Make sure those agent settings fit your needs. After that, we can basically implement the player. For that, you go 3D, prefabs, entity, and then there's the player. You just drag it in, and you will see that he's in here after opening the NavMesh agent. We have nothing what demonstrates the player, so we click right click, 3D object, sphere. We go into it by pressing F and we just drag it a bit up so we have anything what demonstrates the play for us. So for that, after baking the NavMesh area, we can click play and test it out if everything works. Left click, we can walk. Perfect. So to explain you what we've got here, we have once the action scheduler. The action scheduler keeps track of the actions we're doing. Basically, when you click on the 3 arrows over here and you go under debug, you can click on play again. I have prepared a single private string for you guys, just so you can always check if that's right what you're doing. Current action debug, you just click left click, and there we go, player mover. Play again, and it's always the player mover at the moment. We close it. We close the debug mode again, and then let's go further. We have the NavMesh agent. You have loads of settings here, so make sure you adjust your NavMesh agent as needed, because the mover depends on the NavMesh agent. Our max speed is set up to 6. We will cut down it to 3. Mover is self-explanatory. You have a max speed. That's it. Player controls, our player controller, have a bit more setup or the cursor mappings. We have an enumerator here. You can extend it and play around with it. So that means that whenever we hover over an intact entity, our mouse turns yellow. Otherwise, it turns white. The asset of the mouse cursors is still in the packet included, and also the link to the packet is in the description down below. The raycast radius is getting casted from our mouse to detect what we're hovering on. You can set up the radius bigger or smaller to suit your needs. Then we have an inventory script. It's basically an inventory. It works with or without UI. We need to set up initial slots. I myself use 35. You can set up as many as you want. And also we have a player interaction script, which makes us interact with interactable scripts, which you will see in a second. So now we need to set up the UI to check out our inventory. For that, you go into the UI folder, then prefabs, and then you have 3 prefabs right over here. Inventory slot and player inventory are just the sub prefabs of our player canvas. If you drag and drop the player canvas into the hierarchy, you'll see that you have the player inventory container here. And if you open that up, you can open, well, a few more things up. And under inventory items, inventory slots will appear after starting the game. The inventory container actually is the player inventory, so don't get confused. So after closing it up, to make sure to be able to interact with UI, you need to create an event system. So you click right click, UI, event system. By that, you're able to interact with any UI in your scene. To test it out, we click play. We press I. Then we have our inventory and we can go up and down and interact with the UI. Also, aside, we need to set up our interactable items, which we have right over here. And we have also the television. So on the television, we say event interaction. Whenever we click on the television, we want the television to disappear. So we drag and drop the television, game object, set active, and we keep it at false. And then we go to alcohol bottle, we go on our add component button, and we add pickable. Same thing onto television, our television remote. And then we have two options here, move to item and item. We first fill the item with our scriptable objects, which you find under scriptable item and scriptable objects. And here to the television remote, I add remote, and the alcohol bottle, I will add bottle. Just to demonstrate where they are, scriptable items pickable, and there they are. If you click right click, create TDS Gamers inventory base item, you're able to create one scriptable item and name it as whatever you want. Give it as how many items you want to pick up. That means amount, so basically 1 or 10 or whatsoever. You can add a description and choose if it's stackable or not. I myself will delete that one because our items are set up already. Then we can check if everything is set up. As far as I can see, yes. But we will change one thing. We will set onto the television remote, move to item true. So our player needs to move close to the item to be able to interact with it. So after setting everything up with a few clicks, we click on the play. We click first on our television, left click. It's gone. Now on our bottle, left click, it's gone. But in this case, we pick it up, and under our remote for the television, left click, and it's pick up. So that was it for the quick tutorial. I'm sure you find a lot of use for either the action system, the inventory, or whatsoever. I wish you a lot of fun with our free asset, and I would appreciate it if you leave a like and a subscribe. By any problems for live support, join our Discord, and for maybe a bit slower support, write a comment in our description under the video down below. I see you next time, guys, and I wish you a wonderful week. Bye bye.